1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your doors. 5, 6, better get your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Yeah, what? It's a catchy song. It's really catchy. Hey everyone, welcome to another ranking. You saw my Halloween ranking? Now it's Freddy's turn. Yes, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is terrifying. One of the most terrifying horror villains in cinema. He's scary as shit and I love his movies. So I thought, you know what, let's rank all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. From my least favorite to my favorite. Let's not build it up any further, let's get to my ranking. Okay, coming at number 9 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. Yes, this movie is fucking awful! I can't stand this movie. I really do not like this movie. I know Michael Bay produced it. Yeah, it's not a good movie. It's not scary. It's not well directed. All the characters are so cliched, and oh god, the acting in this movie is beyond terrible. And it has Rooney Mara from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's in this movie. She actually said in an interview she hated the experience in this movie so bad she wanted to quit acting. That's how bad this movie is. Jackie Earle Haley, I know he tried for Freddy Krueger, but it just didn't work. Yeah, the micro naps were cool. It just didn't work. Nothing about this movie worked. Jackie Earle Haley is no Robert Englund, and this movie is no Nightmare on Elm Street. Coming at number 8 is Freddys Dead, The Final Nightmare. This movie's so stupid. Okay, I know a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street movies are stupid. That's what makes them fun. This one is not fun at all. Like, not at all. Yes, I was so curious to watch this movie. Like, Freddy actually dies? How the hell do you kill Freddy? He dies in all the movies. He always comes back. And, of course, he comes back again. I thought this movie would be unique and clever, but it's just bizarre and weird and strange, and it just makes not a lick of sense, and I just had no fun with this movie. No scares and no fun and no enjoyment, so why bother watching it? Coming number 7 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddys Revenge. Freddys Revenge is something, yeah, it's something you do need to watch at least once. I have only watched this movie once because I can only see this movie ever once because it's so stupid and strange and just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, oh, I don't get it. Like, there are some people that actually do like this movie, like diehard Nightmare on Elm Street fans. I'm like, I don't get it. This movie is just retarded. Like, the characters are beyond stupid. And Robert Englund went from, like, really scary from the first one to straight up comic. Like, there's nothing fun scary about this movie. This movie just goes straight up stupid, and that's what this movie is. Straight up stupid. Coming number 6 is Freddy vs. Jason. Yes, let's get two very iconic horror movie villains and face them off against each other. That's a good idea. Sure, yes. Freddy vs. Jason is something that is really dumb, as well as Freddy's Revenge. But I can see why people would like it because it's a gore fest. It's like an Eli Roth movie. You're watching it for the gore, and honestly, this movie doesn't care. Like, this movie doesn't care about its characters. It doesn't care about anything. It just cares about shoving a lot at you, shoving a lot of violence and blood and gore right in your face, and that's what this movie is. It's an in-your-face gore fest, and if you're into that shtick, you will love this movie. I'm not always into that, so I wasn't fully into this movie. I did love seeing Robert Englund return as Freddy Krueger and him fighting Jason, but this movie is a ridiculous, like, B horror movie. This is like watching Piranha 3D. It's just stupid and mindless and a gore fest. If that's your thing, you'll probably love it. It's not mine, though. Number 5 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. The Dream Child is really good. Like, I hate that it killed a character off from a previous movie, which I will not spoil. Like, this movie is also ridiculous. It has some of the ridiculous kills, but it's kind of fun in a way. It's short and to the point, and it's fun, and it gets right into the Freddy shit. That's why I kind of like it. Like, Freddy's Revenge drags. It doesn't know if it's supposed to be a horror movie or a comedy. This movie knows it's funny and stupid, and that's why it's kind of enjoyable. It's like a guilty pleasure. This is straight up for guilty pleasure horror movie fans. Coming number 4 is The Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Yes, this is another movie that killed the character off of a previous movie. I wish they did it. Why did they do that? And honestly, this movie is much better. This one actually takes more place in a school, like in the school environment, which is actually pretty creepy. This is actually when the Nightmare on Elm Street movies were still creepy. They were creepy. The atmosphere was creepy. Robert Englund was scary. He's one scary bastard. Like, I've seen him in real life. He's a scary bastard, and he just does such a good job. He just eats the role up, and this movie is a great example of him showing it. This movie is just a lot of fun. It's a good slasher horror movie. You get your scares, you get your laughs, and you get your thrills. So yeah, well, what else can you ask for? Coming number 3 is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. You ever want to watch a horror movie? You want to watch a horror movie and just say, whoa, that's badass. That's what this movie is. It's badass, yes. Nancy returns from the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and she's here to help all these mental patients, these kids in a mental hospital. They're all getting haunted by Freddy Krueger, and basically they all want to fight Freddy. So basically they all try to master their own dreams to fight Freddy Krueger in their dreams, which is fucking awesome. Like, I've always wanted to see something that cool, and this movie gave it to me. It shows a bunch of kids trying to fight Freddy Krueger in their dreams, and it's so imaginative, it's so creative, it's so weird, so bizarre, and it's also very scary. Like, there's a lot of scary shit in this movie. And again, the kills are just so imaginative, so creative, and they get really clever and a little satirical at times with this movie, and I fucking love it. I love it. And again, it kills that character off on my previous movie. They gotta stop doing that. I like these characters, stop killing them off. But this movie's great. Coming number 2 is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Yes, what if Freddy Krueger was real? It's terrifying, and that's what this movie is about. This movie takes place in our time, our real life. Yes, the girl plays Nancy. It's the real actress playing her, and you got Wes Craven as Wes Craven, Robert Englund as Robert Englund. And basically, Freddy Krueger is in our real world. That is terrifying. Yes, Wes Craven returns again directing this film, and this movie is so awesome. I love the idea of this. I love the idea of Freddy Krueger in the real world. Yes, some demon possessing Robert Englund, and he's Freddy Krueger. My God, that's scary. This movie actually is thrilling and scary. I love the idea of this movie. Acting is top-notch in this movie. The philosophies they discuss in this movie are freaking brilliant. It's clever with its writing and its direction, and with its structure as well. It's a very terrifying movie. It's just a smart way to bring back Freddy Krueger. Bring him back in the real world. That is terrifying, and this movie is terrifying. And my number 1 favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984, of course. This is the original. This is the best. This brought us Nancy. This brought us Freddy. And this brought us the introduction to Johnny Depp. Yes, we all remember the scene when he gets sucked up into his bed. Blood everywhere. Bloody shower. It's awesome. This movie is fantastic. It is scary. This is one of the most scariest movies of all time. It's right there with The Exorcist. It's fucking terrifying. I love this movie. This, Halloween, The Exorcist, The Thing are some of my all-time favorite horror movies of all time. I'm saying all time a lot, but I gotta say it again. All time. Nightmare on Elm Street is fantastic. It brought us Freddy Krueger, this very weird undead guy with a burnt face and these knives for fingers. People singing the song, the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your doors. 5, 6, bet your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Are you creeped out? I think I creeped myself out a little bit. I think I'm the only person that creeped out. Anyways, this movie's great. I enjoy the characters. They're pretty cliched horror movie characters, but they work for the movie. They're decent actors. I enjoy Nancy. I love the backstory of Nancy, the character development of Nancy. I enjoy Johnny Depp. He's good. Very young Johnny Depp. He's good. Robert Englund steals the movie. He's fantastic. All the dream sequences are very scary, very creative, and this movie's just really good. Wes Craven did a fantastic job. This is the best movie Wes Craven has ever done, and it's fantastic. So good. One of the greatest horror movies of all time. So yeah, that was my ranking of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies from my least favorite to my favorites. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your ranking of the Nightmare on Elm Street? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.